Welcome to this video. I wanted to share my experience the past couple of days, ever since the Supreme Court overturned Roe v. Wade. This is from an energetic perspective, and I didn't really connect all the dots until last night, but yesterday was June 25th, 2022. And when I saw the news, I channeled some information that basically was about. I felt like it was a good sign, because right now, this planet that we're living on is experiencing a rebalancing of the divine masculine and divine feminine energies, and we all have masculine and feminine energy within us. So this is male or female, it doesn't matter, we all have this. It's just part of our energetic makeup, okay? So, but it has been very, very unbalanced for a long time, where the divine feminine has been suppressed and the unbalanced masculine has been in power. And this is just truly, truly a sign that the divine feminine is indeed rising, because the unbalanced masculine energies are taking such extreme measures to try to suppress the divine feminine as she's rising. And the scales, that's how they go, right? So the divine feminine rises, we're down here, divine feminine rises up, and it's kind of this, like, until they are balanced together. So there's this push and pull. And anyway, it just felt good to me. But the point is that it makes most people, or a lot of people in the collective consciousness, angry and fearful. And that's how the divine feminine is trying to be suppressed. So I'm asking all of you to do not fall for that, please. And go read my post, so you can see further what I'm talking about. But that said, I didn't see a whole lot of information or a whole lot of people talking about it. I did see a little bit. I did see some of the fear and some of the anger, but I didn't pay a whole lot of attention to it. I don't watch news. I don't, not too much. I mean, you find that this information, you don't have to watch the news to know what's going on. And it's just best to just get the little bits and then channel for yourself what's really going on. Anyways, I wanted to talk about the next day, which was yesterday, June 25th, and there was a music festival going on in Farwell, Michigan, at Liberty Mountain. It's an awesome, awesome place if you ever get a chance to go. It's my second time I've been there. They had a Halloween thing last year, and they're having another one this year. And I was granted 4 free tickets to go to this event. And I've been dying to go dancing for so long. People who know me know that I've been going through some health issues all year, very debilitating in the winter. My dog is, almost 14 years old, and she's having health issues too, so it's back and forth between the two of us. And lately I've been finally getting my energy back and my health back, and I've been really looking forward to doing some dancing to live music, because it's a powerful way to heal yourself. When you dance, you're releasing trapped emotions, you're moving your body, you're getting your joints moving around. And with live music, though, the musicians, and the dancers, the energy just feeds each other, really. And it's just an amazing thing. And it does raise an energetic vibration. And I realized even today that I was actually being called to service. And I didn't pick up on that until really today. And so let me just back up. I woke up the next day. So then when I saw the Roe v. Wade, I channeled the message. I felt pretty good about it. I'm like, okay, this is, you know, it's something we're going to have to deal with. And it's all about how, you know, we get to decide how we're going to move forward and what energies we're going to put out in the world. And fear and anger are not helpful. It's just feeding the lower vibrational energies, which is what we have too much of. So anyhow, I went to bed, feeling okay about it. So then I wake up and I was just crabby, and I know this other people felt this way too, and I didn't really have a reason to. I mean, it all had to do with me really wanting to go, well, surface level, okay, we'll get deeper, but surface level, it seemed like it had to do with me wanting to go to this music festival and dance, and I've been blocked so many times from being able to do that this year, um, that I was just, I guess, expecting to be blocked again. And I didn't have anyone committing yet to go. And part of it with my health issues is like I need to mentally prepare that, oh wow, I'm actually going to go do this thing. And I don't know. I have no problem going to events alone. And there were many friends there, especially the ones that gave me the tickets and that, invited me and asked me to come. And but I kept looking to like maybe reasons not to go, um, because I was used to the door just being closed all the time. It was like, I don't know, I was reaching for the reason why I can't go, and getting into victimhood and this, same old, blah, blah, blah. And, well, let's see. Hang on. Okay, I just had to get some water. So, I was in victimhood about not usually being blocked from being able to go to dance to live music for a variety of reasons, and I kept looking for those reasons why I couldn't go instead of just planning to go, asking myself how I feel, how is my health today, can I go, and I can go alone, no big deal, there's plenty of people there that are waiting for me, frankly. And I'm looking to those that are not committing and are not able to commit for whatever the reasons, and just feeling blocked and in victimhood. And really, it was just a matter of timing. Those 4 tickets were clearly spoken for. The theme of the day was in the nick of time. It literally was. We were laughing about it because, uh, before I get to the nick of time, I just wanted to keep talking about, okay, so I had to talk myself out of the victimhood all day long and basically counseling myself through it all. And I did end up posting on Facebook my frustration with the universe, which is me, because we create our own reality. What we put out comes back. But I was frustrated and posted my frustration that it's a lot of things, feeling unsupported, just in our community at all for music, live music, or anything music really. And we are looking to move. We are looking to uproot and go where there's more talented musicians that my husband deserves to be playing with and working with. And we're just, we're ready to go. So, so there's that too. Losing my train of thought now on that. There's just so many things to talk about. So I had to talk myself down. I had to counsel myself through that situation. Okay, yeah, so how do I feel? I can go show up alone. No big deal. Well, after I posted that, my friend Heather, she had already, by the way, texted me in the morning, I might be able to actually make it. And I saw that, yet I still took it as a no somehow. And so then after I posted that, and she's not even on Facebook, it was soon after, because I told the universe I need a clear yes. Really, maybe that should be my policy for everything from now on. I need a clear yes, not just yes and no. I'm a Libra. This not like decisions at all. So I have to weigh every factor that I can possibly muster. Anyhow, so okay, losing my train of thought again. I counsel myself. Heather says she can go now, and I'm like, oh, whoa, okay, I'm going. I get it into gear. And I was super excited. And a little while later, I found out that my friend Shelly could also come. Her plans changed. The universe changed her plans, and she showed up in the nick of time, right around when I was planning to leave. And then our friend Nick showed up as we were getting in the car to leave in the nick of time. And there was just a whole theme, like the whole night, like things kept happening in the nick of time throughout the night. But anyway, that was cool. On the way there, we saw a license plate number driving past us, 7777. It was 4 sevens. And seven's about spirituality, wisdom, intuition. It's also collective consciousness energy. And again, that part didn't occur to me till today either, but I knew the other stuff about the sevens, not so much the collective consciousness part. But the reason why I believe I woke up crabby, and I know other people felt the same way, is we were tapping in to the collective consciousness energy where all that fear and anger was mustering over this Roe v. Wade decision. And that's how connected we really are. We're not even in each other's presence, yet we can still feel the energy. And if we have anything going on within us that's going to match that frequency, it's going to trigger us, right? So I had insecurities and frustrations with, my health problems and feeling blocked from being able to do even something that I find very healing to me. And even below that is my dog. I mean, she's not doing well right now. It's like survivor's guilt, I guess. Running off and having fun when my dog is at the end of her cycle. And, knowing I'm going to miss her, and I don't want to regret not hanging out with her for any spare second I really have left with her. But I also have to take care of myself and do things for me, which in turn will benefit her as well. So basically, those were the lower vibrational energies that were within me that were triggered by all this anger and frustration and the collective energy and this feeling of helplessness. And, what can I do? What, blocked again. I don't, just totally tapped into that in me when the situation was not even what was even happening. Like, I was destined to go to this thing. Clearly. This 4 7s, by the way, we found a drink ticket. Nick found it on the grass. And when you broke down the numbers on the drink ticket, it came out to 4 7s. So Spirit bought us a drink to celebrate that we went to raise the collective vibration, because that's what music does. That's what people are, happy and socializing, and people were amazing and everyone was great there. And it was a really beautiful, wonderful time. And I'm so glad I went, and I'm glad it was destined. And it's just, looking back on it today, feeling those feelings, and if I'm not consciously aware of my thoughts, I don't know what I'm saying to myself and what I'm doing or to myself, and lowering my vibration and allowing to fester in that collective consciousness energy. But no, I caught it and I counseled myself through it. And then when my friends said they would go, it just turned everything around. And, had I just trusted and had faith that I was going to this thing and it was going to be a beautiful time, and even if I had realized that it was a call to service, there was nothing to be upset about. So I don't know. I guess I just want to caution that when things go on like this, where the collective consciousness is low vibe in it, in reaction to whatever's being thrown at us, whatever obstacles are in our way, it affects everybody. And even people who are trying not to pay attention to the news, so they're not so affected by it. But some of us are more empathic than others, but I mean, we all are. It's just some are more in tune with it than others. We all have the ability to be tuned into it, and it's just when you're tuned into it, you catch what's going on. And it's just the way energy works. It's not something that's blatant in the physical world. It's something where you have to use, your sixth sense for as well. But you need to control your mind. You need to pay attention to what thoughts you're buying into, and how do the thoughts you have make you feel. If they make you feel bad, then they're not optimal thoughts for you. And if you don't have a solution, it's not something you control right now. You gotta let it go. You gotta give it up to the angels. You gotta give it up to God. You gotta give it up to Spirit, whoever it is to you. We're in this all together. Like, there's a lot of help. There's a lot of help out there. And I know I was being guided yesterday, with my thought monitoring and counseling myself. It was pretty interesting, though, how that just all panned out. And it just started out, it didn't even need to start out that way, but that I was tapped I went to sleep and got tapped into that collective consciousness energy when I woke up, and ta-da! We found some more lower vibrational energy in there. So obviously I still had some control issues and some bitterness and whatnot. And but I caught it. I mean, I caught it, and that's great. I mean, I've come a long way. Because one of the lessons that I have been battling with for at least a few years is looking to where I'm unsupported instead of where I am supported. And I think it's probably one of those generational traumas that's been passed down. Both of my grandmothers are working with me on that right now with communication, and because they didn't master that. And that's just what we all need the most right now. We don't ever really truly understand each other, I don't think. And sometimes we can't. Sometimes we just can't. We're just at different levels of perception, and that's okay because we all have our own path and we all need our own belief system to walk our own path. But yeah, looking to where I'm unsupported instead of where I'm supported, because I had to laugh at myself when I was counseling myself. I thought, you're sitting here wanting someone to go with when you're a person that goes to things no problem by yourself, especially when there's people there that I already know. I laughed at myself that I was basically demanding that I had friends to go with me there when half of my friends were already there waiting. So it's like I'm looking this way at the people who aren't going or can't go when everyone over there is like, where's Katie? Like, well, Katie's over there looking at everybody else who's possibly not supportive. And then you've got the supportive ones beckoning and calling and not, looking that way. Moving that way. Look that way. No. So, it's a lesson I've had, and I, in the past, had gotten into some low self-worth over that. Feeling unsupported, It's a dark, windy rabbit hole, if you will. And it would take me, several days to climb out of that at times. And then it would pop up again and pop up again. And apparently it still popped up again, but on a much minor scale than what I have gone through in the past. And I caught it really quick, and I got the hindsight right now even more so on, because I wasn't catching on that it was in the collective consciousness issue here. Even though I was aware that was going on, I wasn't paying attention to it, how it was affecting me on an energetic level. So it's really important to pay attention to your thoughts and make sure what you think is happening, is it actually happening? Is it? Communication is really key for that as well. And I'm not good at asking for help, and that was part of also why I post that. It was like maybe a cry for help. But I also wanted a clear yes from the universe, and I got it. I asked for it, you guys. I asked for it, and I got it. Like, it was a clear yes. It was my destiny. It was amazing, and I can't wait to do it again. And I'm ready to, climb out of this rut and keep rising. Keep rising. Keep letting that divine feminine energy rise. Do not let low self-worth issues get in the way. And listen to lots of music. Dance your heart out. Do what you gotta do. Play an instrument. Just music. I cannot express that enough. I mean, you can clear the clouds in the sky with it. With the music and the good vibes. It's so amazingly healing, and the energy that flows between everyone that's there. It's wild. And I hope we can get more of the world doing that again. That's my goal, that's for sure. So let me just double check my notes. Make sure I said everything I wanted to say. Oh yeah, it said about the life. Yep, the magical 777s. That was pretty cool. All right, yeah. I think that's long enough. So thank you for listening to my experience, and I hope it's helpful to others out there. And just a reminder to monitor your thoughts, and don't buy into everything that comes through, and keep healing. Peace and love.